Hello, everyone. If you want to pop in and let us know where you're from, that would be fantastic. I am here in Brandon, Manitoba, where it's been -30 the last couple of days. It's been fairly intense. Definitely been a fireside and knitting kind of a vibe around here. I hope that you are enjoying whatever weather the world is hurling at you, and making the most of it. I am really excited to see everybody. This is the Zoom where we will be showing off your finished Gnorri gnomes and announcing prizes. We have over 35 prizes, I think. I think it might be 36 total. Anyways, it's over 30 for sure prizes. And we'll be announcing those. My intention is to have you guys not maybe, my hope is to have you guys show one or two of your Gnoris, then I'll announce a couple of prizes, then you'll show some gnomes and we'll do some prizes, and that'll help us kind of keep it bouncing back and forth between celebrating all the Gnoris that were made and then also thanking the sponsors who've provided some awesome prizes and kind of envying the lucky few. Although with 30 plus prizes, that's not really very few. So it's great to see everybody here. Let's just check in where we're from. I don't know why, but I feel like Edmonton, Alberta is the first person to kick this off, whether I am teaching a workshop online in Texas for a guild or whatever. But Edmonton, Alberta got in first in our welcome today. So welcome. We've got everyone from the US and the Netherlands and Germany, the UK, lots and lots of Americans, always. There's a very strong American contingent in the knitting world, at least the online knitting world, I find. It's very strongly US. Then for me, it goes UK or not UK, Germany and Canada vie for second. And then the UK slips and kind of churns in there, but that's my top four, if you were wondering. So let's get started. So I'm just going to give a quick overview of how we're going to do this. I'd like you to ideally be able to raise your hand electronically. What that does is it allows me to see you. It sort of suits people or sorts people so that I can see them really easily. If you do not know how that works, if you go down either with your mouse or tap your screen, you should see something along the lines of reactions. And then once you've clicked on reactions, one of the options is raise hand. And raising hand will look like this. There'll be a little yellow hand on your screen. And what it does, like I said, is it sorts you on the little strip of people I can see, because when I'm spotlit, I can't see everybody. Now, in a little bit, I will go back to the gallery view. And if you still don't understand how the raise hand thing works, I will ask you to literally just wave at the screen. And on gallery view, I should be able to find you and then feature you and your Gnorri. So, what's fun is I've already seen some people introduce themselves that I know have won prizes. Once you've done, then please lower your hand. And then if you could just remember to mute yourself until I've spotlit you, that makes it a lot easier for everybody not to hear background noise from where you are. It's interesting how our background noise never bothers us, but it is really irritating from other people, and I don't know what that is. Suzanne, can't get rid of your hand. Looks like you got it. I don't see anybody with their hand up currently. So it looks like a bunch of people tried and now have gotten rid of it. So could I get people to do it again who would actually like to be featured? And then we will start. So my Gnorri greets your Gnorri, Vicky Spain. Come on into the spotlight.
Oh, let's see. Oh. Hello. Can you hear me?
We can, yeah.
Yay! I made 2 Gnorris.
Oh, cute.
And a Mr. and a Mrs.
Oh, they are sweet. And I do love a good beard.
They're mohair. This is the Emma's yarn.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Well, they are lovely. Congratulations for making 2.
Thank you. They were fun. It's the first Gnomies that I've made before.
Oh, wonderful.
And so, yeah.
So you did 2 for your first. You just
I
really
did.
jumped right
I
in.
did. I was like, I need a girl and a boy, and now I need to make one for all my grandchildren. So that's going to start getting crazy.
Oh.
Yeah, so I love doing multiples, and it's something that I really encourage other people to do because I think like why should you stop? So those are beautiful, Vicky. Thank you so much for
Thank you.
sharing. All right, so now I'm just going to spotlight myself again. Oh, where'd I go? I can't even see myself, folks. There I am. Okay, there's so many of you who've raised your hands. I can't even find myself. Hang on, I'm going to quickly spotlight myself because what I don't want to do is forget to announce something. So. Number one, in December, there's a mystery gnome. So if you've enjoyed Nori and you think, hey, I trust Sarah, I'd hand over a bit of my December to her. You could join the mystery gnome. So in December, for every day from the 1st through the 21st, you'll get an email update. Some days that will be knitting, some days it will be a story or a recipe or something else. I don't believe in telling somebody to knit every day in December. That seems like a job and not like fun. So the Nana's Mystery Knit Along is on. Starting today, you are not behind. I pace things very gently, but I also wanted to say, those of you who have got the bug, next year we will be doing a year of gnomes knit along, and it is very gentle and very open. If you knit one of my gnome patterns in a month, you can enter for prizes. It's that simple. You don't have to knit every month. You don't have to knit, you could knit the same gnome every month. You don't have to knit different gnomes. There's really what I want you to do is have fun with your gnoming. And if in the that you want to enter for prizes, the Year of Gnomes is going to be great. There'll be threads on Ravelry, there'll be hashtags, although Instagram looks like it's messing with hashtags coming up real soon, and I don't know what's going to happen with that. But I wanted to put those links in right now so that you know kind of what's up in my thing. The Year of Gnomes also has a brief list of the things I have planned, like when I'm doing mystery knits, when I'm doing a guided knit along. Our next book guided knit along, for instance, is going to be for Naughty. I think that there's some different construction things in this gnome that people will really enjoy having very helpful tutorials for. So I'm going to be doing this one in the spring, for instance, and all of that is on the Year of Gnomes thing. So let me pop that in chat. So thank you, Vicky, for reminding me, even though you didn't know you did. Here is a couple of things for everybody to have. Of course, if you're signed up for my newsletter, you're going to be getting newsletters about this sort of thing. But in general, these are some things that are coming up next. Nana's on, and the Year of Gnomes is coming. So that's all I'm going to say for now. Now we're going to ask Kenda to unmute yourself and pull up your Nori slash Noris.
Nori, Nori,
Hello.
you see Nori? There's Nori. And
Yeah.
then here's she Nori.
Hmm.
Getting there. So yeah, I had so much fun with this. This might be my new favorite thing to knit. And I am doing Nana, the December knit along. So I'm looking forward to that. And I'll get this one finished this weekend so I can start on Nana, hopefully next
Yeah.
week.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's so exciting. Was this your first gnome?
it is. Yes. Yes.
Wow.
And I've had so much fun with him.
That makes me so happy. I can't believe we had two newbies back to back. That is just such a that brings me so much joy to know that Nori is like what's kind of lighting people up, because that's what I was really hoping, was that by doing this knit along, it would help people stop thinking maybe I will, and like I have already done. So,
Right. And it's just a lot of fun. Like you said in your last class, that they're just useless and they're fun and they don't have to fit. And
yep.
I had so much fun. So thank you so much for doing these.
Oh, I'm so glad. Thank you for showing yours. All right, so now Brandy Gagnon, we're going to add your spotlight here. And if you want to unmute and say hello with yours.
Hello. This is like my fifth or sixth gnome, and this is my Nori. It's the first
Great.
time I've ever embroidered, and I gave him a sideways pocket so that he can have a hand warmer.
I like that.
And I really enjoyed the embroidery and just the whole thing. Can't wait to do more.
Yeah. Oh, I'm glad you took the time to do some embroidery. It's definitely something that it really helps. Um, it's a playful thing, and I think gnomes are perfect for playing. It's actually on my list of things to design, is to do something where we do a lot of embroidery. Well, I mean, an appropriate amount of embroidery so that people can try out a bunch of skills and maybe learn to embroider on knits using gnomes, because so many people will are willing to learn new skills using gnomes because they are so low stakes. So thank you all. Let's do some prizes. If you've just been featured, as I just have a couple of you, do check the chat because sometimes people have questions and sometimes I forget to check the chat while I'm still talking to you. So yeah, just check the chat and see if there's something that might be addressed to you that I should have caught. All right, they are not useless. So Susie's irately, incensedly said, "Excuse me, gnomes are not useless. They bring me joy." Yes, joy is useful. But I think what I meant, and I'm sure what she meant as well, is that there's not really like a productive reason to knit a gnome except for joy. And that's what makes them so freeing in the knitter world, where we tend to turn our craft into a job, even a part-time job, where we make rules like I can't do this until I've made a gift, or I'm not allowed to buy more yarn, or all these other rules. So, but I agree. Something exists, like joy is a good enough reason, although sometimes we forget that. All right, so let's do 3 prize announcements. Let me think if I break this up. Yeah, I think that's, oh, let's do 4 prize announcements. All right, so drum roll, bum, 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 bum. Our first prize goes to a UK resident only because that was the stipulation Rowan Yarns had. So Rowan Yarns is donating 5 balls of 3 colors each. So 15 balls of yarn in the Alabaster, Seafarer, and Eden colorways. So in the book, there's a dark gray, a dark blue, a light blue, and the white. And you're getting 5 balls each of those if your name is Maggie Louise. So congratulations, you are our first winner. Then coming up next, Chris Strick. Glenhaven Knits has donated 2 100-gram, oh, it said I was unstable, so I'll just kind of restart again. So Glenhaven Knits has donated 2 100-gram skeins of your choosing, and that's going to Chris Stricht. Pop that in just to make sure everyone's got that. If you win, I should say, I will be emailing you and the dyer tomorrow. It takes a lot of time to send this many emails, connecting everybody and getting all the details right. So I'm not going to be doing that on my Sunday afternoon, but I am going to be doing it on my Monday. So you will get emails from everybody. Or if you've won, expect an email. If you don't hear back from me, my email is sort of all over the place. You can contact me on Ravelry as well or on Instagram, but you should hear from me tomorrow. All right, then we've got Mama Wooling. Mama Wooling is donating a $30 gift certificate. And I should mention, a lot of nations use the word dollar. It will be the dollar of whatever country the person is from. So I know that Mama Wooling is not in the US. She's, I think, Australia. I can't remember if she's New Zealand. And that's one of those things that I'm sorry, I should know better. But I can't remember. I know Glenhaven Knits is also Australia. So that's why I'm worried that I'm getting it wrong. So anyways, Mama Wooling, $30 gift certificate goes to Bev Sen. Bev Sen is how you wrote your name for me to say out. This is also going to be fun in that you guys have all given me a bit of a challenge. Well, not all. Some of you just put first names, which is also a bit of a challenge because there is definitely more than one Karen in the world. And if you put Karen and you won, I'm a little worried. So we'll see how we do. I'm not saying Karen's won. Pick that name out of nowhere. All right. And then I said did I say we do 4? I'm going to do 1 more. So the Yarns You'll Love yarn store in Ottawa, Ontario is sending a hand-dyed Aurora mini skein set to Omissy. So let's pop that in chat now. So there we go. So congratulations to you 4. You guys are lucky winners, and I am happy for you that you get to bring a little joy into the world. I will say that since shipping has become expensive, sometimes I have people contacting me and saying, well, I'm not able to take the prize because while it's a gift certificate, I can't then afford to have it shipped to me. And if that's the case, please let me know. I'm sure we can work something out. I'd rather you got your prize. And I know that budgets are really tight, so that's a reality. So if that's the case for you, just talk to me. The gnomes can help ship them things to you, okay? We'll make that happen. All right, let's do some more folks. Melanie Christophers, you've got your hand up, so if you want to unmute and grab your Nori.
Oh, here's my Nori, my first.
Oh, wow.
And
3
I figured since he can have pockets in his beard, he could have buttons as well.
Beautiful. I love that. And what's on his hat?
I just made him a little boutonniere. It's a little ribbon and a pine cone.
That is so fun. And the whole yarn is Tweety except the beard?
Yeah, everything's a tweed. It's not showing up very well on my screen, but it's green and brown and then just a cream.
Yeah. Well,
That's
that is
it.
super fun.
It was fun. Loved it.
Yeah. Oh, thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
All right. Up next, Kathleen. Oh, you're just coughing. I'm sorry. And so now you know it is you indeed, Kathleen, not another Kathleen.
It's okay. So, am I unmuted? I think so.
Yes, you're good. Go right ahead.
Okay. All right. So I'm from Nome, Alaska, and I've been knitting gnomes ever since I got here 3 years ago, and you started your year of gnomes. And this is Nori. This
Oh,
is my
how sweet.
second one that I made. I gave the first one away. Otherwise, I'd show you him too. So
I've
I'm
always
so
been
looking.
curious about people
sorry?
from Nome, Alaska. Like, how many gnome jokes do you guys have to put up with? And are most people happy or are most people upset?
Every day, and we all love it. We make the jokes ourselves. So
Okay.
yeah.
That was really what I hoped was happening for everybody there, because I mean, I
Yeah.
can't imagine if it's irksome to you.
No, it's not irksome to me at all. Anyway, so I love it. His pockets are a little bit off, but I thought that just added to him. And I've started Nana already, and I'm going to make 2 of her. And I'm just excited for the Year of Gnomes. Thank you so much, Sarah. You have brought so much joy into so many people's lives. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Kathleen. Thank you for sharing. And I do like his pockets. It looks on purpose because the way it almost looks multi-level, like it's just more comfortable
Yes.
that way.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, that's him.
Super
Thank you.
cute. Thanks for sharing. All right. Up next, we've got either Paula or Paula, depending on where we're from. Come on down. I think it's Paula, but we'll see. You know
Yes,
best.
I'm from Alabama, so it's Paula. And I finished my Nori. Where's the camera? Wait a minute.
Basically, wherever your head is, just go right beside your head.
There was something on the screen. Okay, I finished it. I shut it off last week, but I finished it. I put a tiny little jingle bell on his
Oh,
hat.
so cute.
Found this shopping bag and got some multicolored candy canes.
Oh, that tiny gift bag is amazing.
At Michael's, it was on sale.
Oh, well, I'm gonna have to go look for that because that's the kind of thing I like to stock up on.
Okay.
Oh, real
I'm
cute. Thank you.
I'm looking forward to the Year of Gnomes too, after I made 18 Naomi's this year. Thanks.
I plan to do where am I? Again, I gotta find myself. I even have green around myself. We would think it would be easiest to find me. Anyways, in the Year of Gnomes, one of the things I plan to do is to make Advent kits for my kids. They don't know this yet, and I haven't set mine up yet, but I have like a garland that I hang on this window here. And then every day I open a little cloth bag that has a number on it, and I just have the gnomes in there, and I pull one out, and then I use those little light bulb stitch markers are attached to them, and I just use that to hang it on the garland. I'll be posting some stuff on Instagram, but anyways, I want to do more for my kids. So I will hopefully in July be doing 48 gnomes or 50 if I want to do 25 per kid, so that I get the 2 Advent sets going. So that could be a heck of a month of gnomes for me. And maybe I'll split it over 2 months. We'll see. But anyways, the theme for August is going to be July is going to be gnome for the holidays, so that anybody who wants to knit like holiday specific stuff, you can do that if you want. None of the themes or the months are mandatory. Like if you have other plans for your July, you don't have to do holiday themed. Just thought it would be fun to have some that were themed. Anyways, let's do one more gnome and then we'll do some more prizes. Carol Wilson, you want to unmute? Oh,
My Nori decided that his beard was just too fancy to have pockets. So he's going to do away with having pockets until his beard goes silver when he gets much older, and then he'll need pockets to fancy up his beard. But in actual fact, he's off to Ireland as soon as the Canadian postal strike is over.
And let's hope that happens really quickly, because wow, that is definitely changing our lives, isn't it?
It is, yeah. And this is not my first. I started making gnomes after taking a class with you, Sarah,
Oh, wonderful.
and haven't looked back. One of mine even
That's the
went
way I
on
like
El
my
Camino.
knitters.
One of mine even went on El Camino. So
Oh, wow.
yeah,
That's a walk I've wanted to do for a really long time. Brilliant.
wasn't me. It
Oh.
wasn't me.
But okay, but your gnome did it, and that's pretty impressive
Yeah.
for a gnome without legs.
Yeah, and one got lost in Dublin. Found his way back a little the worse for wear. In actual fact, I knitted a second one, but
Yeah.
my
Oh
daughter.
gosh, that's fun. You're a generous knitter, Carol.
So,
Oh, awesome. Let's do some prizes. I've seen some stuff in the chat. If you came late and you're wondering where the hand thing is, if you tap your screen or just move your mouse, you should see something called reactions. It'll look like a smiley face with a plus sign if you've got just a lot of symbols. And on that, you should have raise hand. If you can't find it, don't worry. Near the end, or as we start to peter out of raised electronic hands, I will go to the gallery view and I will look for people who are just literally waving at me, because it'll help me find you easier if you're not static. All right, so let's do some prizes. Area 51 Fibers is donating 2 50-gram self-striping skeins, so enough for a pair of socks or a whole bunch of gnomes. But I've got a lot of gnomes out of leftover bits of self-striping yarn, just like hats. I tend to just knit hat after hat. Actually, you can see here, this is some leftover gnome yarn, and then I did a Gnorri, and then I did a noodles, and I still have more of this little bit of leftover sock yarn. So Area 51 Fibers, 2 50-gram skeins. It's going to Julia Irene. Congratulations to you. Borealis Fiber is donating 2 gnome kits, your choice. And those are going to Debbie is 50. Happy birthday, Debbie. Whenever that was. You're getting a nice present out of that. This is the third one in a row that's Canadian. Ancient Arts Fibercrafts. They are donating a $50 gift certificate. And I'm going to put this up, and then I'm going to concentrate because there are a couple of ways this name could go. So this could be CK Nicely. It could be C Nicely, or CK Nicely. I don't know. Hopefully you recognize yourself in that and are listening. If not, you will be getting an email tomorrow, which me saying that won't help because you're not here. So, and then let's do one more, because Ancient Arts Fibercraft also donated a second $50 gift certificate. There are a couple of people that did that donated multiple times, and I just big shout out, big thank you to all of the people that donated prizes, because it is so generous to do that. All right, so Ancient Arts, another $50 gift certificate is going to Purple M. So if you're Purple M, congratulations. Okay, exciting times. Aline or Aline or Aline, you are next.
Hello from France. I am Aline or Aileen or Llewellyn. Is my fourth gnome. He got extra pocket, so he can hide his spoons for jam or pancakes or something to eat. Yep, voilà. A couple of stitch in red.
That's really cute.
Wait, yeah. And he share his jam and with 2 extra noodles.
Oh, wonderful.
Yep. And then there not on my needles yet.
Wow, that's wonderful. That's a lot of those. Good job.
Thank you.
I love those spoons. How many spoons does he have?
Oh, 5 or 6. Depends on the jam you want to open.
Brilliant. I love
Gourmet.
it. Oh, that is wonderful,
Thank you.
Aline. All right. Next up, we've got Corey with a K. Hello.
Oh, there we go. I'm
There you
unmuted.
go.
Okay. I started with this one. Whoops, I can't see.
Up next to your face is the best way to
There
do
he
it.
is. There he is. He was my first one in tweed, but then I got Christmassy.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And
Ooh.
then there's Santa. You
Oh.
can barely see his feet, but he's got them. So I've probably made over 100 gnomes. I'm sure I'm close to 200.
Magnificent.
And
Wow.
I just finished clue 1 of Nana. So it's a lot of
Awesome. I do appreciate how everybody's mentioned that they're doing Nana hasn't mentioned what they're doing with Nana. I appreciate that everyone's been very spoiler free, so thank you.
yes, not showing it. Nope. Thank you
No.
so much.
Oh, thank you. That reminds me, those of you who are new to my knit-alongs, in December, I front load the December gnome. So either the most complex knitting or the most amount of knitting will happen at the front end of December, because December, generally speaking, only gets more unpredictable and more time crunched as it goes on. So if you're looking at the first clue or two going, oh no, this is a lot, it's actually meant to be a lot at the front. And I don't think it's a lot. I really do try to keep them very little amount of knitting every few days, kind of spaced out. But just in case you were wondering, I do front load the December gnomes a wee bit on purpose. So don't be thinking that the whole gnome is going to be the same level of intensity, because it's not. I'm very I'm very conscious. My ideal is that even a parent with young children or a shift worker could keep up with the December gnome. Maybe not every day keeping up, but like sort of before the next clue comes out, that's a knitting clue. That's what is one of the things that's on my mind. All right, Amelia, we are gonna get some fun, because I know you've been showing some fun stuff last week with the color work.
Yes, I have. I actually knit 3. Hold them up a little better. This was Gnorri, and he has some leaf color work on him. And he's the one that works for the Woodland Council, per Gnorri in the book. And it's working on some other potions for a hardy kind of sweet potato. So just in time for Thanksgiving and Christmas. This one is Noralina Stellina. You can't tell, but all the yarn is sparkly. And she very much likes the gnomish version of Frozen. Hence, she has the one long braid that Nelsa in the gnomish Frozen movie wears, and she loves snowflakes. So even has caught one in her pocket. We don't know how long it's going to last before it melts.
You got to get a Noodles to get a photograph of that.
Yeah. She's working with Noodles on a book. So, and then this is Noralina's twin brother, Norriston Stellina, and he likes snowmen. He actually, during the snowman season, he chronicles and sketches all the snowmen that he finds in Grimblewood. And he's trying to convince Noodles and Noralina to let him join in their book, which is going to be Snowflakes, Icicles, and Other Wonders of Grimblewood. So
at any rate,
but he's on his way, unfortunately, because of the Canadian postal strike. He's on his way, if you can see it, with a letter, but he's going to have to use the the GES, the Gnome Express service to get it sent. So,
Oh,
and
yeah.
and I've already done clue 1 for one Nana, and I'm about to start clue 1 for the second Nana. So
Yeah.
again, like everybody says, Sarah, you bring so much joy.
Oh, thank you. That makes me so happy. I could use a little bit of positive reinforcements right now. Day 1, day 2 always brings out the most. It's when all the problems are caught. It's when people discover that it's not in their Ravelry library. It's when all the glitches come out to play, and I'm just constantly dealing with Instagram and messages and emails and on the forums, and it's just, this is like the most exciting and yet also intimidating time for me every December. It's like, ooh, December 1st, it's a day. So thank you for your kind words. All
Thank
right.
you for sending the clue out early so that even if we couldn't start knitting, we could at least read through it.
I always worry about my New Zealand and Australian folks and everybody over there. I feel so bad, but I am so useless in the evenings that to do that every night is not going to be possible. But at least December 1st, I wanted to give you guys that. Okay, let's do Tina. Tina's next with a purple t-shirt.
Hi. So this is my Gnorri, and he's made with leftovers from last year's mystery Knitalong kit, and he adores penguins and cosplays as a penguin whenever he gets the chance.
That
And
is so funny.
I finally got him finished at like 4 this morning, so
Well, good job.
thank
Well
you. Yeah.
done.
He's
Oh,
not my first gnome, obviously, but even though I knew about your gnome patterns, I didn't start knitting them until November of last year. I took the modern daily knitting class.
oh yeah, we had
So
so much fun that one.
yeah, I got so hooked. I think I knitted like 6 Noahs
Yeah.
from
When they're
November
so
to
fast.
December. Yeah, they're really fast, and I did a couple Rasta sized ones, and so those were even zippier.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
but thank
brilliant.
you. I've been enjoying the gnomes. Glad to get back to them. I haven't knit a whole lot since December last year, so but
Yeah.
I'm excited for Year of Gnomes.
Wonderful. Well, thank you. Oh, okay. Let's do a couple more prizes. I will spotlight myself. And we'll hand out some goodies. All right. So Ginger Snap That, just I guess to stay Canadian. What is going on? Ginger Snap That is donating a project bag in the sock size bag, and that is going to Sydney Overman. Congratulations. We've got Espace Tricot, who are donating a Bon Tricot Jolly DK kit, and that is going to Marion Harris. Congratulations. And then Sea Turtle Fiber Arts is donating a $50 gift certificate, and that is going to Knitter of Things, which I love as a username. I think that one, there's something like so, like what an announcement. Who are you? I am a knitter of things. I really enjoy the solemnity mixed with a little bit of silliness in that one. So Knitter of Things, good job. That's you. Well, congratulations. You have a great name and also a prize. And then Alte Künste, which is a German dyer who uses natural dyes, I got to meet in Düsseldorf a few years ago. It's donating a €20 gift certificate, and that is going to Kay Cholak. So Kay Cholak, congratulations. All right, those are our 4 prizes for this round of announcements. Let's call on, I'm gonna do Nydia first, and then I'm gonna do Ramona. Ramona, you'll need to turn your camera on while I'm talking to Nydia so that I can spotlight you, because I can't do that till you turn your camera on. So Nydia, hello.
Okay, hello.
This is my Gnorri, first one. This is the third gnome that I've made. I made Never Not Gnoming first, and then I made Gnarly. And so those two were the first ones I made. Then I did Gnorri. This Gnorri, let's see, he's has a faithful pup named Gronk.
Oh,
He
did you knit a
loves
puppy?
being outside in all kinds of weather, but Gronk always manages to bring an acorn inside to play with, making a gnomey mess. Okay, that's that one. And then I did make a second one, and I changed up the pattern a little bit because I made him fatter.
I love it.
But this is also Gnorri, and he says he's no relation to the other Gnorri. So she is so excited because she bought a book, needles, and yarn. So she is knitting herself. And how exciting is that? And what an accomplishment.
That is truly a miracle.
She's having a great time trying to knit herself. So those are my Gnorris. If you look on my Knitter's Nest on Ravelry, you'll see them with their little extra goodies like Gronk and the book and the knitting needles, but I couldn't find them this morning, so they're put away somewhere. But they're little miniatures that you can purchase like at Michael's or something. So
that's so fun.
So I'm having a wonderful time. I'm loving it. I have given up all other knitting, which I've been doing for 12 years, but now I'm so hooked on this, I won't be doing anything else. I did cast on and started Nana for December, and then I am looking forward to next year. That's going to be a blast.
We are going to have so much fun the Year of Gnomes. Thank you so much for sharing, Nydia.
Thank you.
Ramona, perfect timing. Well done. You are now available to be spotlit. So if you want to unmute yourself.
Okay, now I think I got it. Let me introduce you to Gus, the Golden Retriever.
That is so fun.
And Gus actually is going to be moving to Fargo, North Dakota this week to live with my son and his family and the real live Gus. And Gus is a fan of the Minnesota Vikings, as you could probably tell by his purple hat. And I did some modifications. His ears are the modified pockets that I turned into ears for him. His tongue is a modification of, well, I forget what I modified that, but something there. You'll notice he has 4 paws instead of 2 feet. And he's got a modified beard back here that's his tail.
Oh, how'd you get it to stand up? Has it got wire in it or something?
It has a little bit of wire in it, yes. Just a real, I think it's a 24 gauge wire in it. Because otherwise he would have a really floppy tail. So we did that.
Did you insert the wire after, or did you do it like while you were knitting?
I did it after. And you know how when you undo all the little squiggly things, you have the little ridge at the top. Let's see if I can show you here a little closer. And I just slid it down that ridge. And then I turned it back on itself so that it wouldn't have a pokey end. And as I turned it back, I caught part of the yarn in the tail so that it would stay put. And so you can arrange it however you want it.
That is so clever.
And I also, instead of putting the fluff in his paws, I put the little beads in there so that they would be a little flatter.
Oh, yeah.
And being a good dog, he has his collar on. Oops, I got him out of the picture. He has his collar on with his identification bone tag on it, along with his handmade tag.
That is marvelous, Ramona.
And his nose was just a black button that I sewed onto the end of the regular nose. So now Grimblewood has to have some more animals, so we can start with golden retrievers.
Yeah, I do want to add some woodland creatures. It's on my list of things to figure out and add.
There you go. I think
Yeah.
he could be turned into a squirrel or a
Yeah.
raccoon or just about anything.
Yeah. Oh, well, that is super clever. And I've never seen anything like that. So I really enjoy your modifications.
So
Thank you
now
so
we're
Well,
much.
gonna go
this,
back
this is my first
to
gnome, so heaven only knows what's going to be coming next.
Well, yeah. Goodness me, if that's your first and you're already going off label, I see a very exciting future for you.
Well, I kind of go off label on all my knitting. They're just kind of a recipe that I follow and change what I want to.
Yeah.
So there you
Oh,
go. I wanted to
marvelous.
introduce Gus to you before he leaves for Fargo. He's going to be headed up toward that Canadian border.
Oh, yeah, we're not far. I've
Oh,
been
no.
Fargo for soccer tournaments.
Yeah. Well, my family goes to Canada, to Lake of the Woods, to their cabins. So, you know, thank you very
Awesome.
much for introducing me to gnomes.
Well, thank you for showing off. Rachel, you're up next. Let's spotlight you there. Hello.
Hi. I also used my knock leftovers. So I love the self-striping, and I love your noodles with all the self-striping. So I have lots of leftovers as well, and I plan on doing the same thing. So he's so cute. I just love the pockets. So he's adorable.
Thank you for
And I
sharing,
am
Rachel.
also working on Nana as we
Yeah.
speak.
Wow, you're a busy bunch. I'm impressed. Well
And
done.
I was super excited to read the pattern last night before I went to bed. When I saw it, it's like, oh, I should wait until morning to read it. And it's like, no, I was snuggled up in bed with my iPad and reading what I
Yeah.
got to do in the morning. So thank you for that. I'm
Oh,
excited.
you are welcome. Oh, amazing. All right. I'm going to do a couple more prizes, just because I'm the boss and I feel like it's time to do a couple more. I can't remember how many people I've done. So I'm assuming it's time now. All right. Apple Yarns, has donated a $50 gift certificate, and this is going to Tina with 2 E's. So if you are Tina with 2 E's, you have won $50 worth of fun from Apple Yarns. Then Black Sheep Dye Works is offering the winner a choice of a full skein or a set of 5 mini skeins. And the winner of that was Meredith M. So congratulations to Meredith. Hope you enjoy your choice. Sometimes choice is brilliant and sometimes choice is an agony. So I hope you have a brilliant time choosing. The Arkansas Yarn Company is donating a gnome kit. And as they phrase it, so you can make another gnome from Sarah's beautiful book. And I will admit, I just couldn't edit that out. But Stacy Anderson 9, that is going to be coming to you. Congratulations. And our fourth one for this prize break is Emma's Yarn and Four Pearls Yarn Shop. If you're wondering why those two are always linked together, it's because Emma is the daughter of the owner of Four Pearls Yarn Shop, and Laura, the mom, stocks I think every single thing, every color that Emma has in production. It is a real family business. Aspen, the sister, also works with her in the Emma's Yarn business, and they have a real focus on helping local yarn shops stay in business and supplying yarn and having fun with local yarn shops. So Emma's Yarn is a really fun company, and the winner of that prize, did I say what they won? No, probably not. Hang on, a $50 gift certificate to Emma's Yarn through Four Pearls Yarn Shop is going to Sue Heck. So Sue Heck, congratulations. All right. And now to Mel Plays with Yarn, I think is what your full name is. I can only see the first couple words. Let's see if I add your spotlight, I can see more. Plays with string. Mel plays with string, sorry.
Hi.
Hello.
This is my Gnorri. Let me get him positioned right. And in order to keep pace and not go ahead, I made Naughty.
Yeah,
and
knitting
some
in
trees.
over a month is pretty hard. Oh,
And
wow.
I got part of another tree going. And I started Nana this morning.
Oh, wow. You've got really busy hands. Are you sure you're playing with string? It almost looks like a job.
Well, compulsion maybe.
Oh, brilliant. I love to see all the gnomes. Naughty is definitely a big favorite of mine in the book, I will admit. He might be my favorite in the book. I don't know that I have a favorite. If I'm allowed to have a favorite, it might be Naughty. He's just such a different approach to gnomes, and I definitely want to do some fun. I was thinking that when we do the guided knit along for him, I think I'm going to chart the sweater so that if people want to add their own color work, we can have some fun with that. So that's coming up because Naughty's got potential, man. Okay, Connie Lowndes, come on to the spotlights.
Yes, so my first gnome, I knit in DK because I thought that might be a little bit easier. And this is Narina. She spoke to me that she didn't really want a beard. So we made her hair.
Oh, wow.
And that was kind of fun. But then her arms just hung there. So we made her a kangaroo pocket.
Yeah.
She was a lot of fun. So I enjoyed it. Oh, she's a
Oh.
teenager. She always keeps pizza in her pocket.
I love it.
So it was
Oh,
fun. Thank you very much. I learned a lot and it was a great time. Thank you.
I'm glad you had so much fun. The hair, did you wrap it around a knitting needle and bake it? Is it acrylic that you baked?
No, I just wrapped it around a knitting needle and wet it down.
Okay.
And let it dry. And it worked great.
That's cool because I've only seen people doing it with acrylic yarn and in the oven at a really low temperature.
No, this one was a wool. It's all wool.
Yeah.
So I just wrapped it and wet it and put it in with a crochet hook underneath the hat.
Yeah. Well, that's exciting for me to know
So,
that works.
Yeah, it was fun. Thank you.
Great. Thank you. Oh, wait. Rather than removing your spotlight, I almost ended the whole meeting, which is not what I meant to do. No. Kim Halikas, you want to pull
Yes.
your gnome up.
Hello. So this is my Gnorri. I made a little apron for the pockets here. And then I used just crochet chains to do the little strap that goes behind. And my sister said it looked a lot like a carrot, the hat. So I decided to do the alternate beard and make some green hair in the back here.
Oh, that's
and
fun.
then I just went with like a lighter green for the beard. So it didn't go too crazy from white beard to green hair. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that is so much fun. Oh, thank you so much for sharing that. That looks definitely like a gardening kind of gnome.
A little bit, yeah.
Good gardening apron. Oh, how marvelous. Carol just wrote in chat that her Nori is getting pocket FOMO. Yeah, if you didn't put pockets on after this, you might be feeling like there's got to be pocket at least one somewhere. All right, Heather, in your green hoodie, it is your turn. Come on into the spotlight. Hello.
Hello there. This is probably my 10th gnome. He likes to spend time in the woods. His name is Naughty because I put a naughty, not naughty. And he's got a little pine cone in his pocket.
Oh,
so that's my guy. And I'm looking forward to a year of gnomes. That would be awesome. Oh, and also my sister made me these gnome earrings. She made up the pattern. I don't think she knew you had one and gave them to me for my birthday last year.
Oh, that's
and
so
she,
sweet.
She knit a gnome as well, but she's traveling on the road today, so she's not online.
Well, I hope she entered and I hope she or you won because I think that would be fun.
Okay,
or maybe both.
thanks.
He's really handsome. I do like a yarn that's got that the halo. It's not something I work with very often because I'm always collaborating with dyers, and that tends to be something that they don't have in mini kit or mini skein form. So I love working with halo yarns. I don't think we talked about this last time. I'm going to do a quick segue, so let me mute or spotlight myself. I meant to show you guys that I have a beard box. So my beard box is yarn that I think would look really great as a beard. So some of it's just real simple, like this is my worsted weight white yarn. That's not very exciting, but I also look for textured colors, textured yarn. So this is a boucle. It looks fantastic. This is a cashmere yarn because I'm allergic to mohair, but they stopped making this. So now I'm thinking I might hoard this for all time because I can knit with mohair enough to at least make a beard. I can't wear it, and when I'm knitting it, my hands get sore, but it's kind of worth it for beards. So I've got this mohair. I've got this gigantic fluff ball. It's sort of one of those very textured gnomes or novelty yarns. And then I've got like this one, which really ends up very hairy. And so, yeah, and then I will be going through my projects and I will just randomly find beards that I have already knit. And then I don't know, I forgot I knit them and knit a second or something. So I have all sorts of beards that just live in here. Here's another one. Sometimes I do them because I'm doing tutorials. So for instance, this one is a tutorial for the beard in the book. If you've been wondering how this one works, I've shot a tutorial. I'm editing it and we'll have it up in the first week or so of December. So the book beard with the fringe is coming. That video is coming. So if you guys are having fun with gnomes, you might want to consider having a beard box. The weirdest part of your stash. All right, let's do some prizes. Let's see. Beautiful Sister donated 2 kits. So Beautiful Sister does some of my favorite project bags, and they partner with Emma's Yarn to do where the kit kind of coordinates with the fabrics. So you're getting a project bag and some matching yarn from some of the sets they made for the Knitalong. So Beautiful Sister yarn bags is Shay Ryan is getting one of those. Congratulations, Shay. Then we've got Kenda, who I think was our very first person to show a gnome, or was in that first group, because I was pretty excited to see you introduce yourself, Kenda. Kenda, you're gonna get us some yarn and a project bag from Beautiful Sister. Congratulations. Quixotic Fibers is donating a $25 gift certificate, and that is going to Linda H, Linda with a Y, just in case there are 2 Linda H's here today. Might happen. And our 4th and final gnome for this block is, not gnome, prize for this block is from Geektastic Fibers. Geektastic Fibers is donating a fingering weight Gnorri gnome kit, and that is going to ADK Deb, who I met recently at Rhinebeck, and who's one of my testers. So, hey, Deb. Very exciting. Congratulations to all 4 of you. And now let's look at some more gnomes. We've got Linda without a Y in your name, but with a gnome with a blue hat. You want to unmute yourself? Oh, hang on. I've got to move myself here. You're still muted, Linda.
Hit the right button.
There you go.
Okay, here's my Gnorri.
What a cutie. It looks a little smaller than mine. You must knit very tightly.
Yeah, I try.
Oh, I really like that. I love those classic blue. I think it might be back from loving those Smurfs, but like a blue hat or a blue body on a gnome just makes me happy.
It doesn't show it in but the beard has got that blue in it. And it was gifted to us at our knitting retreat this September. So had to use it.
Oh yeah, I love that. That is super fun. What a cute one. Thank you for sharing, Linda.
Okay, thank you.
Manuela. Hello. Oh, where'd you go? There.
This is my Nori. And he brings the sunshine into the group of gnomes that I have. Can you see it?
I really like those colors. Yeah.
It's nice and bright and yellow, and it's a nice brown on the bottom. And
yeah,
he's really
sweet.
Fun.
Yeah, those are really good colors. It's very not quite a daffodil green, like it doesn't quite have that yellow, but it just has a real cheerful shade to it. That's wonderful.
Actually, the color is called sunshine, so
yeah, perfect. And I don't know about you, but I definitely feel like a little bit of sunshine right now is the preferred.
Oh yeah, it's been so dark and gray here in Frankfurt. We really need a little bit of sunshine.
Yeah, every time it's gray and rainy, my husband's like, Christmas in Germany.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it looks. All dark, gray, no sunshine.
Yeah, exactly.
The
poor man.
So
yeah, now he gets -30 and snow. He's just learned to live with it. Oh, that is really cute, Manuela.
Thank you very much for your great patterns. I love them.
Oh, you're very welcome. Wonderful colors. Good choice.
Thank you.
All right. iPhone 4. You're an option for coming up next, but you don't have your picture on, so I can't spotlight you. So I'm going to talk to Nancy first. And if iPhone 4, I don't know who you are, if you want to put yourself on video while I'm talking to Nancy, then I can spotlight you soon. Hello, Nancy. You're just still muted and I can see you working at it, so. Oh, still muted, but what a cute basket that is. And a passport with money. Oh, somebody's going on a big vacation. I'm not sure why we can't unmute you. Oh, you know what? I can hit request unmute. No, I can't. For some reason, I can't. Usually I can say like request that you unmute, but it's not working today. But that is a super adorable gnome, and I love what's going on with that passport and that basket. Oh, it's just brilliant. Well done. I wish we could hear you, Nancy. Hello and goodbye. All right, iPhone 4 has shown up. Welcome. And you are muted. There you are.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. This is my little gnome, Nori. I made with Wicked colors. Enjoyed the movie Wicked, and then Leading Men Fiber Arts had this colorway, which I thought was cute.
So fun.
So she might try to get some more Wicked accessories as we go along.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So, and yeah, I took one of your virtual classes last year with the Maryland Winterfest, so that was fun.
Oh, wonderful. Well, I'm glad when the class kind of unlocks things for folks, and really great colors. You're never going to lose that gnome. That gnome will always be easy to find.
I have enough to make another one in opposite colors, so.
Yeah. Well, I hope you do, and I hope you enter it into the year of gnome straw.
Right, thank you.
All right. Wonderful. Robin Myers. Oh, this looks like a big one.
I have a big Nori. This is out of worsted weight because I've been knitting Noah's to give away to children and wanted them machine washable. So anyway, I have a braided hat band And in the back, it has a little spiral pin to hold it. So I didn't have to sew.
Good call. That's amazing. How big
But
is
yeah,
it in worsted?
I'd say probably around a foot.
Oh, wow. Marvelous.
Pretty close. Anyway, I had a lot of fun with it. I wanted to do a Noah out of the same colors, but I didn't get to that. I went shopping instead.
I think that's good.
I've made over 120 Noahs this year to give away this coming Saturday.
Wow.
So
Is it a particular event or organization?
yeah, photos with Santa at church. And they usually have 100 kids, and I want to make sure there's enough and that everyone has a choice.
Oh, that's a good
And
call.
hopefully the kids will want them. I suddenly have a fear that the kids
I
will
think
be scared or something. I don't know.
I think you'll be surprised. They're usually I've had other teachers use them as rewards and other people, and they usually go over really well. I very generous of you, Robin, because 120, that is an enormous number, even if the gnomes are tiny.
Yes.
Wow.
Well, yeah, but it was fun.
Yeah, please take a group shot and send it to me or somehow get it to me. Email me, I don't care. I just really want to see that many little gnomes all together, please.
I will try to do that.
Thank you. Oh, I am such a sucker for a big gnome. I really love those. All right, Liana, it's your turn in your pink sweater.
Hi there. So to match my pink, I have my Nori, and it's my first knitted one. I am a lifetime crocheter who recently learned to knit, and I met Laura from Four Pearls and one of her daughters at Rhinebeck the year before last, and I made a sweater with Emma's yarn in these colors, and I had some leftover, so I thought it might be a good idea to start with my first one using some leftovers, and here's my Nori.
That's wonderful. Oh, I love it. I don't know if you've seen, but we have a thread called I Match My Gnome. And if you wear your sweater and then hold your gnome up and take a selfie, we've got a spot for that. You are not the only person to match your gnome.
So I'll have to put my entry or put my photo in there.
Yeah.
Is it on Ravelry?
Yeah, it is. It was a Knitalong with entries for a while, and then people were like, please don't close this. Just keep it up as a thread and we'll keep adding to it. So it's not officially a Knitalong, it's just a lifestyle.
Okay, awesome. All right. Well, it was a lot of fun, and
so
I am going to do your December Nana's Gnome. So we'll see you again.
Well, congratulations as a new knitter. I think you're doing marvelously.
All right. Thank you.
All right, let's hand out a few more prizes now. Let's do this.
16,
just a moment. Go to participants here.
17.
30.
I'm just going to mute most of you. A couple of you were counting stitches, and I could hear it. So I love the idea that you're counting stitches on a gnome. I will never know, but I love that. Okay, so let's do a few more prizes. We now have Miss Babs. Miss Babs is donating a $100 gift certificate, and that is going to Sue DeTilio. Congratulations, Sue. Then we've got Queen City Yarn. That is a yarn store and also does their own yarn line, I believe. They are donating a $30 gift certificate, and that is going to Amy Egg. Congratulations. Kelly in the Middle is donating a $25 gift certificate, and that is going to Jamie Castlebury. Congratulations, Jamie. And Kitty Pride Fibers and Die Hard Yarns, again, yarn shop / yarn dyer, are giving I knew I was going to do this. Hang on. Wolkenkopf und Wolkenkratzer. You are getting a choice between a knit kit and a crochet kit. Both of them are 2 skein kits. One of them is for the From the Heart shawl, which is knit, or a Tunisian crochet, tapestry crochet. Anyways, it's a throw pillow crochet option kit. And so once Kitty Pride gets a hold of you, you guys can figure out which of those 2 choices you'd like to have. And that makes another 4 winners. So Wolkenkopf und Wolkenkratzer, congratulations. Jamie Castleberry, Amy Egg, or Amy Egg, maybe, and Sue Detilio. Congratulations to you 4. All right, now we'll do Nicola. I'd just like to remind everybody that I am going to default to German for most of these pronunciations, and I'm sorry.
So not German, it's Nicola.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see if we can get him in shot. So this is my
Really
Nori.
sweet. Oh, wait, this is the gnome with the gnome with the gnome.
It
Okay.
is. So he wanted an extra large pocket so that he could put his gnome, so he could carry a pocket gnome. Make him more visible. So this is from Niblet's pattern. Bit blurry, but anyway. And he was very pleased with that. And so then he wanted, so this is an extra large pocket, so it's just cast on a few more stitches than in the pattern. But then he was very pleased with that, and he wanted to have the normal size pocket, which he's got here. And if he could have a pocket gnome that would fit into there.
Oh my goodness.
So I obliged. And there we go. Just about got it on screen. Hard to make it in focus and visible. But anyway, yes. So he has a smaller gnome there. And he's now thinking about whether or not he could have another pocket with another gnome somewhere else.
Oh my
But
goodness.
Yeah, so he has a regular pocket and an extra large pocket to suit the size of his pocket gnomes.
Oh, brilliant, Nicola. Absolutely brilliant. And if I remember correctly, you knit the teeny tiny one is also the niblet from No Fun Like Gnome Fun, but you knit it using thread and one
Yep,
millimeter needles.
That's exactly it. So these two are the same pattern as each other.
Yeah.
But yes, so the smallest one is with embroidery thread and 1 millimeter needles, whereas this one is the 4-ply yarn and the same needles as Nori. So yeah, same pattern just comes out quite a lot
Was
smaller.
it like pearl cotton embroidery thread or like the floss with the splits into 6?
Neither actually. So I got it from a yarn dyer, and it's blue-faced Leicester and silk. So so it is actually wool. And it's I don't know, maybe around the same thickness as the pearl cotton, maybe a little bit thinner. But yeah, and it doesn't split because so it's just like yarn, but very fine. So it's kind of like lace weight yarn, but you get just a small amount of lots of different colors, which is what I want for doing things like this.
And I mean, you match the colors very well. It's brilliant.
Yeah, that was a coincidence, really. Well, I've got quite a few different colors of it now. But yeah, so they sell it as embroidery thread, but I use it for knitting and crochet.
Well, amazing. Treasure your eyesight while you've got it. I have hit the point in my life where I am I've got progressives and I'm not always at night as sharp as I would like to be. So definitely buying more lights and maybe even some magnifying things for my embroidery. On my embroidery, I have little glasses that perch on top of my glasses. Susie. Hello. You are muted. Just pop that off. Oh,
my
Susie.
Nori. And he does have a pocket gnome, but I didn't make it. I found it in some toys that I have. So he does have a pocket gnome. But just wanted something besides his hand in that pocket. So that's what he got. And he got a little pom-pom on his hat.
I love that. And I love that you use the self-patterning yarn because that is such a fun thing to use.
I made something out of this for my husband for Christmas, although I already gave them to him. And so I thought, well, I'll just make Nori.
Yeah. Oh, super fun. And I love that the reds almost match. It looks like the little tiny pocket gnome.
Almost.
Yeah.
Almost. Not
So
quite.
close. Oh, brilliant. Wonderful.
Thank you.
And what are
Thank
the
you.
odds that we'd have 2 pocket gnomes back to back? All right, Maria. Hello, if you'd like to unmute yourself here.
I hope it works. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening from Poland, because it's quite late in the evening in Poland where I live. I'm happy to talk to you. I'm going to show you my gnome. This is the first ever gnome I knitted, but not the first toy I made. So I'm quite experienced knitter, but the gnome was the first one. And I call him the pocket lover. Knocket, which means gnome, the pocket lover. He has a lot of pockets, as you see. And he wants to hide in those pockets, to put into those pockets as many treasures as he can find. So he has the notebooks, as you can see.
Oh my goodness.
Down, well, it's difficult to see, but he writes down, oh, maybe this one. He writes down every treasure he found. So he has a lot of collected so many treasures that he needed the second notebook.
Oh, marvelous.
And the crayon. And because he loves his treasures so much, he has even had the secret pocket behind. He has no pocket on the beard, but has the one behind for the special treasures like the coin.
Ooh.
So this is for him. And he has the pockets around his head and also around his body. So as many pockets as possible. Actually, I couldn't decide which colors of them choose. So I made a lot of pockets.
Oh, wow. So many more.
That was quite fun for me. And then I've decided to choose this that you can see. So that's my first one.
That's amazing, Maria.
Thank you for the book, for your patterns. And this is my Knocket.
Oh, I'm so excited. Lynn in chat was wondering if you made the books yourself.
Yes, yes. Just cut it down
the cover?
The paper, yeah, the cover from the paper and then joined it together. You can see it. I don't know the English name for this.
It's a little metal staple. Is that a staple?
Like this one.
Yeah. It's staple.
So it's a staple one. And maybe it's even more interesting, this small crayon. My daughter, one of my daughters, is a book illustrator. So she draws a lot of pictures, illustrations, and she collects every little crayon. So I asked her to lend me one because I needed the small one for this gnome. So everything is original, and that's made at home.
Well, I am a huge
That's
fan.
the gnome from Poland, from Krakow, the beautiful city in the south of Poland, far away from Canada. But as you can realize, you are so famous that even in Poland, people hear about the gnomes and Sarah. Thank you, Sarah.
Oh, this makes me so happy. I love how much effort you've put into all the little details. I love it. Congratulations, Maria. You've won my heart today.
Thank you.
Oh, all right. Brilliant. Just brilliant. Okay. Anna Sarah, you are there you are. You're now on camera. Good. I can spotlight you. Hello.
Hello. So I have here my Gnomo Gualtiero, and he has two friends with matching hats.
Oh, so cute.
And this morning I found a tiny key. So now he has a key in his pocket.
Oh, I love that.
And this is the first one. I'm a little bit too close here. And then I have another one. This is called Gnomo Gelindo. And he doesn't have feet, but he has a tiny book in his hat pocket. And My husband and my daughter printed this with a 3D printer. They said they got it for me. It's the excuse. So they could play. And so they printed a tiny book, and it says gnomes here, but it's very faint. So
that's fabulous. My son has a 3D printer. I think we might need to have a talk.
Yes, to get all the tiny things that you
Yes.
want. So now I'm gonna have a lot of orange things because they're printing orange, but there will be other colors soon.
I know, it's whatever color the resin is. That's the color you're stuck with.
Yes.
Oh, so good. Well, thank them. And congratulations, Anna.
Thank you. It was fun.
Oh, wonderful. Chris Chidsey, you are our next gnome knitter. Don't forget to unmute.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
I finished him at 5 minutes to 12 last night. So, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you and we can see your gnome. He's super cute.
Okay, this yeah, like I said, I just finished him. He's my very first gnome. And I had a great time. I had to learn how to put a Ravelry link on because I didn't know how to do that, but I figured that out on my own. And he's all done, and I'm very, very happy with the way he turned out. And I have 3 more to make before Christmas because they all turned out. Everybody wants one now, so
yeah, that is the danger.
Yeah, so I enjoyed your classes. I enjoyed your tutorials. They were very informative, and I had no problem. I'm a very experienced knitter, but I've never made anything like this. So I really enjoyed the pockets, and I wish I was a little bit more creative. But for the first one, I figure he'll be the one closest to you, and then the rest of it I'll kind of get imaginative. But anyway,
no.
my daughters both went to Michigan State, so I'm going to do that big gnome. Only I'm going to do them green and white, and I'm going to embroider or duplicate stitch the Michigan State S. I live in Milford, Michigan. So anyway, so that'll be all.
There's a lot of sports gnomes out there, and a lot of university gnomes that I've seen.
Yeah, and we got snow, so we got like you. We've had some pretty bad ice storms this week, so we're hanging in there. But anyway,
make sure you drive safely.
Okay, so you have a great day. Thank you very much.
Brilliant, and congratulations on getting finished in time.
Yeah, 5 minutes to midnight last night. So
that's fantastic.
Okay,
really cute. There we go. All right, I'm going to spotlight myself and do some more prizes. We are on our final page of prizes, if you're wondering, in terms of pacing. So we are, I believe, we'll get 2 more groups of 4. We might be short on the last group, I didn't count. But Knitterly Things Yarn Company is donating a 6 skein set of minis, so 6 mini skein set of yarn, and those are going to Kylie Smith. Congratulations, Kylie. We've got Leading Men Fiber Arts, who've been longtime gnome supporters. They are donating a $25 gift certificate, and that is going to Robin Myers. Did we have Robin Myers here? I feel like that might have come up. Robin, congratulations. There was definitely a Robin. Whether it is the Robin is the question. It was you! Hooray! Marvelous. Expect your email tomorrow. Marionated Yarns, also longtime gnome yarn company, Marion, is donating a $35 gift certificate. Ooh, that didn't come out right. $35 gift certificate, and that's going to Carol Bassing. Congratulations, Carol. And the final one in our block is well-deservedly going to Amelia of the Snowman Gnome and Snowflake Gnome and Acorn Leaf Gnome fame. Amelia, also known as Chin Socks, you are getting a gift from Muse 2320 Yarn Store and Yarn Company. They are going to be giving you a $50 Muse surprise pack. So it's a surprise collection of yarn and goodies worth $50. So she'll be getting, Amelia, congratulations. And now back to our list of people with their hands up. We're down to one. So if you were thinking, oh, I'll wait till later, this is your later, folks. Ella, you are up next.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, perfect. Good. Okay. This is my first Gnorri I ever made. And I did it with, I did him with DK yarn, I guess it's DK. And I dyed it myself like 1,000 years ago. Yeah, thank you. But I did that 1,000 years ago, and I buried it in the depth of my stash because I didn't like it at all. And it made just the perfect gnome yarn, I guess.
Yeah.
That's what.
It's very woodsy.
Yeah, and he's carrying some, I think you call it elder cones, is that right? In English?
Can you say
Pine cones.
a pine cone?
No.
Oh, no.
I think
Oh,
it's
what is
the
that?
Harry Potter's how do you call this thing? I don't know. Well,
Wand?
I just yes, a wand, right. Sorry.
Yeah. What was
Yeah.
his wand made of? Now I can't remember. Anyways, it's that wood, that tree?
Yes, I think it was that tree. But well,
Okay.
they just grow here and he collected them.
I love those. Those look really cute. I've never seen that. That's definitely not something I'm familiar with here in Canada. Alder cones is what Connie has written. Oh, that's fascinating. All right, Ella, you're cutting in and out. So I'm just going to give you a big congratulations on finding a great use
Elder,
for your gnome
I
yarn.
think it's if then I made a second one during our vacation in the Netherlands. And he actually collected some seashells and has a pair of shoes, Klompen called, but they're still in the suitcase. I couldn't find it that fast. We just returned from the vacation time. So these are my gnomes.
Wonderful colors, and love that they are collectors. That is perfect for pocket gnome pockets.
They
Fantastic.
are, of course
Thank
they
you.
are. And I
Yeah.
enjoyed knitting. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing. Deb, who's a knitting maniac. Oh, it's official.
Hi, this is my first ever gnome. My first ever gnome and Gnorri. I knit him with just one pocket. And he's got a little pansy petal in his pocket. So
just like the story. Well done.
Yeah. Thank you. And thank you for the book. This was hugely fun. Definitely a new endeavor for me to knit more.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so glad. That's a perfect thing. And can I tell you guys a little secret about the pansy thing? I don't know if you turn to that page in the book where it has his little story, you will notice that there are little flowers on that page, and those are not pansy flowers. And I went back to my editor and I was like, so these aren't pansies. And she said, yeah, I know. And I was like, but they could be. And she was like, and I especially said, like, you guys might get letters about this. And she's like, no, we'll be fine. And I was like, okay, maybe people that read books are less interactive than the people I sell patterns to online. Because let me tell you, there will be letters. And she was just very cool about it. And I was like, okay. She's just like, well, it's about all flowers and the whole woodland. Like we're not going to be doing just pansies, but I thought that was really funny that I mentioned a specific flower and then they put a different kind of flower in that book page. But that's just a little goodie for you guys to have behind the scenes as I discuss things with my editor. But yeah, man, I get emails if I'm not right. Carol and then Mishi, you'll be next. But first up, Carol. Hello, Carol.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes. Go ahead.
I want to show you, I'm Christmas Carol. My birthday's on Christmas. So
Oh,
all the
wow.
gnomes, All of the gnomes that I knit during the Knitalong are Christmas gnomes and gifts for friends. And this is the one I just finished the day before yesterday. But you know what? I might keep this one.
You definitely need at least one.
This was my favorite. And I just won a prize. So I got so excited that I had to show you my.
That's perfect. You're Carol for the Merry Kneaded Yarns. So congratulations.
Yes.
That is a really cute little, is that like a Christmas light, right? On the hat?
Yeah. This is a Christmas bulb. I found these and I bought a whole bunch of them because I've used them on all of the little hats that I.
Those are really cute.
And the candy cane, I love the candy cane too. And then of course Santa Claus.
Yeah. Oh, well, congratulations on having such a perfectly Christmassy gnome. You've really worked that well with your whole genre, your whole self.
Well, and I just started Nana this morning, so I'm halfway through doing that. So today's gnome day.
Oh, wow. Well, thank you so much for sharing.
You're welcome.
Mishi, can you turn your camera on for me, please? Hey.
Hi. I quite literally just finished my gnome. I have this bag because I'm kind of mushroom and gnome obsessed. I don't know if you can see my little mushrooms, but
yeah.
So this is my Gnorri.
Oh, what a charmer.
He likes a minimalistic look. So we went with the same color in different texture. He's my first, so he's not perfect, but he is perfectly imperfect. And he has cute little red arms. I don't do Christmas. It's not my holiday, but this will be going to my best friend who does. So
that is very kind of you.
I really appreciate you doing this. When I saw you at Rhinebeck, I was like, I have to connect with that person. So I'm going to be making so many more.
Yeah, I remember meeting you, and I'm really glad that it's turned you into a gnome knitter.
Oh, also, he has a pocket, but it's his beard. So
I
don't know if you see it, but he's hiding his hands in his little beard pocket.
I think that's clever. Yeah.
So,
like a hoodie.
You. Yes.
Oh, that is wonderful. What was I going to say? I was going to say, so I grew up for a while. I was in Saskatchewan, which is a province in Canada. And when I was in Saskatchewan, hoodies with that kind of kangaroo pocket, we would call it now, that garment was called a bunny hug. So you could like say, oh, hey, pass me my bunny hug. And so the hoodie with that little pocket would be called a bunny hug. And it's something that only happened in Saskatchewan and not everywhere in Saskatchewan, but it was the cutest little regional thing ever. Especially given that so many men are wearing them nowadays and they're so butch about it. And I'm thinking that's a bunny hug in Saskatchewan. Anyways, I promised I would go and look at the gallery. So if people need to physically wave at me, I can see you and spotlight you. So if you would like to show us your gnome, but you can't figure out the whole electronic thing, please put your hand up and wave. I'm going to scroll through our pattern pages or gallery pages. Oh, Margine, I see you. You're waving. So if you want to unmute yourself. Now
I think that worked.
Yes, hello.
Hello. These are my first gnomes. Just from scrap yarns from a cowl I made. And this one's really fun because it's from a scarf that my mother, who's been gone for a number of years, made for me. So it's a beautiful cashmere. And I had fun with your other beard pattern. And I love his little bottom. The other, I sort of worked on these simultaneously. The other one, I followed the pattern as closely as possible. And again, scraps from a sweater and a sweater. And this one, I added a touch of the halo. I wanted the beard to have a little more texture. This was my first attempt. I didn't like that. So this one won and this one won. But this one didn't. But this one will on my next one that I'm just getting started on. So I'm hooked. This is really fun, and I thank you very much.
You are very welcome. Don't throw those beards away that didn't make it, because those you could put those in your beard box. And I know a number of people actually use the hair, like that beard. They will tie it on the back and then turn it into hair. So that one that you've got, the 2-color one, that could be hair for somebody.
That might be. And working with 2 layers of this whatever it is, fuzzy, plus this old cashmere, was a real experience. But it was
I
fun.
bet.
And it's so
Yeah.
tiny. And then, you know, it's cool. And then tying these little knots, that was another, I used a crochet hook eventually. But, you know, it was fun.
Yeah, really cute.
Yep.
All
Thank you.
right. Thank you. Let me find, there we are. I'm going to go back to my gallery view. And then just like Margine did, if you guys, oh, I see Francis. Francis is doing a languorous wave. Here you are.
Yes,
Hello.
I have 2 little Norries, and they don't match, but they're best friends. And I had so much fun making this pattern. It's one of my favorites now. Thank you.
You're welcome. There's something about a classic simplicity, you know,
Yes,
like the
yes.
fancy ones are fancy, but a classic, it's just classic.
Well, it's got lovely proportions, I think. You know,
Yeah, thank you.
a hat to the body, and then the little feet just add personality. It's great.
Well, they're both really sweet. And I'm glad that they found friends, because we all need that in our
Thank
lives
you.
these days. Oh, wonderful. Thank you for sharing. All right, I'm going to go back to my gallery view, folks, and looking for that wave. Page 3 is all camera off, so I can't see a wave. Page 2, I'm waiting. No, we're all good. And page 1. Page 1, I know most of you are people that I've seen raise your hand. If you want to raise your hand, you still can. There's nothing against using that old-fashioned way. So it looks like we're kind of wrapping up. I'm going to, Kenda, I see you've just popped your hand up again. Let's spotlight you there.
Just wondering, is there going to be Zoom meetings for the Year of Gnomes or the Nana Gnome in December?
Yeah, so the regular Mystery Gnomes, I don't usually do all of these Zooms. That was one of the special things about this knit along. But I do them for Patreon. So if you are interested, I have a very affordable Patreon membership, and I think it's $2.50 Canadian is the expensive level. I really do. And basically all we do is a monthly Zoom meeting. And so that's where I meet monthly with people. And then for the Year of Gnomes, we will continue to do those monthly meetings on Patreon. And then in terms of like open Zooms, when we do the Gnorri Knitalong, we will go back to this format where we break it up over 4 weeks and we do tutorials, and we just kind of do this very guided, community-based, Zoom-based sort of experience. So the answer is there will still be monthly Zooms, but they are for Patreons. And then starting in, I think it's May, is when we're going to do the Naughty Knit Along. There will be weekly Zooms again.
These were just so much fun. I just really look forward to them, and they're just so much fun.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been amazing, and I've gotten to know a bunch of people that I haven't seen before on like facial, like I've seen maybe on Instagram or on Ravelry, but actually like live and talking back to me is always an exciting way to meet somebody who I've sort of like got a connection to. All right. I am now going to announce the last prizes, and then I'll do one more check to see if anybody would like to chat, and then we'll wrap it up and go our own ways for the month of December. But first, let's talk about Yarnaceous Fibers. Yarnaceous Fiber is donating a $50 gift certificate, and that's going to Desert 38. Congratulations. Sweet Paprika Designs is donating a $25 gift certificate. And that sweet paprika gift certificate is going to the girl who quilts. My husband, shout out to my husband, helped me make sure that I had all the names and prizes right before I came on today. And he read this one out as the girl who quits. And I thought that was kind of funny. I was like, no, she's not a quitter. She's a quilter. Fiber Fairy is donating a Noma Planty project bag. The name alone makes me want to Google it. I haven't clicked through yet, just because I've been busy enough. But the Gnome Aplanty project bag is going to Gina Bears. Congratulations, Gina Bears. And for our final prize of the day and of the knit-along, Timber Yarns is donating a $75 gift certificate. And that is going to Lisa O'Brien. Congratulations, Lisa. There you go. One last question. Does anyone have any other questions that they have for me or each other before we finish up here? I'll just sort of wait a moment so that you can find your electronic hand or unmute and ask. Oh, Margine, I see you there.
I think I'm going to get my book next week, maybe tomorrow. Thank you.
Oh, that's so exciting. It has been so frustrating because they've been saying it's like on the ship and in the harbor for so long that I've started to think, I don't know if it's how can it be true? So it's great. The second printing is finally starting to like trickle out and hit people, which is really wonderful. It's been a long time, and I'm really glad people are getting the books, especially people that pre-ordered. The fact that there are some Amazon pre-orders that haven't been filled yet, I don't understand what was going on with Amazon. That was special. All right, I'm going to do a quick scroll through of the gallery one last time. This is your last chance to do a wave for me to notice. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask anybody who's willing to go on camera and hold your Nori up, and I'll do a couple screenshots. And then if you do that, I'm probably going to post it on Instagram. So just so you know, like this will be a public picture, but I would love to see it, and my publisher will love to see it. So if you want to go camera off or just like drop to the floor, that is also an option. All right, I'm going to count down from 10, but don't stop because you don't know which page you're on because we need to do multiple pages here. So I'm going to count down to 10 and then I'll take a picture and then we'll do it again. So, all right. If you want to be on camera and hold a gnome, this is your moment. All right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. I can probably go faster. 4, 3, 2, 1. Great. That was page 1. Keep smiling. Keep being cute. And I'm going to count down from 4 this time because we did not need that long a thing. 4, 3, 2, 1. Page 2. And page 3 is all, no, it's not just face off. Why? What is this? Okay, page 3, last chance, adorable. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you so much. You've been wonderful. It's been so special. Will the book be translated into French? I would adore it if the pattern was the book was translated into French. I have zero control over this. In order for a book to be translated, a publisher who publishes in French has to approach my publisher and negotiate this. So if you know anybody in the publishing industry, or just don't, but still want to write them an email or tag them on Instagram or something and say, hey, publisher X, I'd like this in French. I have had this question weekly about French in particular since the book was announced, but I don't have any control over this. I do have a few gnome patterns that are published in French. But the translator that I do use for those isn't translating right now. And having the pattern translated is a lot of work for me. It doesn't sound like it would be, but it's actually a fair amount of like negotiating and formatting and a bunch of stuff. It's not like a lot, but in terms of like all the things I'm juggling, getting translations and chasing those down keeps slipping to the bottom of my list. I wish it was available in more languages. I'm think I might be getting a Japanese translator for a few things, which would be exciting because right now only one of them is in Japanese. And I think the Japanese do cute so well. I'd like to see what they do with some of the patterns. Just double checking in chat that there's nothing left. Thank you guys. Your kind words really do mean a lot. Everyone has been so kind and been so creative. I'd like to just thank you. Thank you also for being brave enough to try something that's different. If this was new to you, being an adult learner, we often don't want to do things that we don't think we're going to be good at right off the bat, but that's how we learned all our skills. So thank you for trusting the book and me, and for knitting a gnome, whether this is your very first gnome and your last gnome, or the first of many. It's been special to have you along for the ride and to see you trying new things. And I really appreciate that you took the time. Your free time is very precious, and I appreciate that you spent it on a gnome. Thank you, everybody. It's been an amazing month. Have a great time. Bye.